Tuesday morning, Central Georgia, you're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. The time is now 5:30 here on this February the 28th. This Tuesday morning, it's looking good on you. I'm Wanya Reese. Thank you so much for staying with us. Believe it or not, today is the last day of February, and we've been seeing some record-breaking temperatures. Alex, how are things going to be looking as we transition to March?
Yeah, we're going to keep the same stuff going, at least for the next few days. But then by the time we get to the weekend, a substantial cold front rolling its way into Central Georgia and storms right along with it. So we'll talk more about that in just a moment. But first, waking up to 68 here in downtown Macon, 70 in Warner Robins, 72 in Dublin, and 69 in Perry, 68 in Forsyth, 63 in Monticello, 66 in Milledgeville, and 70 down in Rochelle this morning. The pollen, there is no secret about it. The tree pollen is extremely high right now. The grasses and weeds are okay at the moment, but the mold pollen is also in the moderate stage. The combination of all of that, man, everybody's allergies just all over the place. We are seeing a few showers this morning. Zoom this down towards the south. You can see southern Houston County here over the last few minutes into Pulaski County. These are literally like 12.5 raindrops, and that's about it. But they will be possible through the morning hours. Average high today, 67. Yeah, no, we're going to be headed into the low 80s, just like all the days previous. 83 by about 4 p.m. I think we're going to keep it right around 82 for a high today. It's going to be a warm afternoon, no doubt about it, and the wind's still gusting up to about 20 miles an hour at times. But there is a wetter trend in the forecast. We'll talk more about that and those storms coming up here in just a moment.
Thank you, Alex. We'll talk to you soon. Bibb County School says the sheriff's office is investigating whether a Howard Middle School staffer had an inappropriate relationship with a student. In a message sent to parents yesterday, Howard Middle Principal Tony Jones says they're cooperating with investigators. Jones did not name the employee or describe the relationship, but he wrote that the district learned of the matter last week and that the employee no longer works for the district. We did reach out to the sheriff's office last night, and they have not responded yet. An update in a story that we first brought you last week. Bibb Fire Department divers and Department of Natural Resource Rangers found and identified the body of a swimmer missing since last Wednesday. They recovered 22-year-old Javon Whitus just before 11:30 a.m. yesterday. DNR Sergeant Bubba Stanford says Whitus was with two friends trying to swim from one rock to another when he struggled and went under. Even though temperatures were warm last week, the water temperature was in the 50s. Getting into your state news now at 5:32. The search continues for a Walton County husband and father who vanished during a Louisiana business trip. 42-year-old Nathan Millard was last seen Thursday night walking back to his hotel room while on a work trip in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Millard's wife says he is a loved man who they want and need to come home. If you have any information, you should call Louisiana police at the numbers right there on your screen. Former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is leaving her White House job. She served as a senior aide in the Office of Public Engagement. Bottoms announced the decision in a tweet yesterday. Bottoms first started the job as a senior aide to the president in June of last year during the run-up to the midterms. She'll be replaced by the former mayor of Columbia, South Carolina. This morning, people will gather at the state capitol to ask lawmakers to change Georgia's gun laws. The groups include the Georgia chapters of Moms Demand Action and Students Demand Action. The groups say they want to see gun safety bills passed this session. Lawmakers have already filed many gun-related bills so far. Georgia senators are trying to make it easier to build rural hospitals. If a community has fewer than 50,000 people living there, the planned hospitals won't have to prove to the state that the medical services they want to provide are needed in the community. The bill now moves to the Georgia House for discussion. Closer to home, Warner Robins is growing, so the city is making sure their water and sewer systems can handle more customers. Monty Walters with the Utilities Department says the planning revolves around a 2% growth every year for the next 2 decades. But in some areas, Walters says they're seeing as much as 4% growth.
So our first phase is around the Veterans High School area. We're seeing a lot of growth around veterans. Second phase is going to be around Houston Lake and Lake Joy. And then the third phase is going to be running lines out to Bon Air and that area.
Right now, the city collects sewer water for Centerville, Byron, and Bon Air. Since those lines fill up quickly, they plan to install larger pipes in their fast-growing neighborhoods. The city plans to start the first phase of the project in August. They are hoping to complete all phases by the end of 2024. If you're looking for a way to get close to nature, but camping isn't really your thing, you can check out the glamping site Planning and Zoning approved on yesterday. The site, called Evergreen at Ocmulgee Boulevard, is a project from a Locust Grove couple. They plan to have roughly a dozen spots for families to camp out. That'll include cabins and geodomes. It'll be done in 2 phases. Phase 1 will have 3 models of each structure. Phase 2 will feature the more popular design exclusively. The couple hopes to take the hassle out of camping.
It's going to be very nice, modern feel, great furniture, so people can go out and just explore nature, and also have a good time, just being able to camp with family and friends.
Sounds nice. The couple will demolish a home on the property to make room for a storage facility sometime in the next couple of weeks. After that, it's only going to take a few months to finish, with an opening planned in June or July. A massive logistics center proposed for Cavalier Drive got approved with a few conditions. Planning and zoning commissioners were concerned with traffic studies and what company would actually fill the vacant building. Meanwhile, another warehouse logistics center on Jennifer Drive is on pause. The applicants requested to bump it to a late March meeting. It could fit up to 300 employees and 195 tractor trailers. Plans will move forward to build a school for children with dyslexia. Macon Bibbs Planning and Zoning approved a 2-story school, which will be known as Roberts Academy, on Dannenberg Avenue. The school will serve up to 80 students in 2nd through 5th grade. The academy would be affiliated with Mercer's Tift College of Education. This will be the state's first school for children with dyslexia outside of Atlanta. Well, Middle Georgia State University helped its Rape Aggression Defense program last night. The program, also known as RAD, is designed to help teach women how to defend themselves during an assault. Toya Coleman, the lieutenant at MGA, says your #1 weapon is your voice. She's taught the Rape Aggression Defense course since 2016. The whole point of the class is to supply tools that women might need in the future. Some of those tools include how to identify the attacker, be aware of your surroundings, and using personal weapons. RAD is a nationally known program that provides hands-on training. Tia Jackson found out about RAD through the MGA website.
I feel like self-defense and learning how to defend yourself in different types of scenarios can literally save your life.
It's pretty much about empowering women. It's about building confidence, becoming self-aware, become aware of your surroundings. It's about survival.
RAD self-defense course is split between 2 days. The course is offered at the Macon and Cochran MGA campus. The next program will be held in the fall.